Aloha, beautiful souls. So today will be the 2/22/2/3 reading. So really it's 4 2s in a row. It's a very powerful number. It's a very, very powerfully activated day. So I wanted to do a reading for the energy of this day and just see what comes out. I don't want to go into it with I want to go into it as if we all knew nothing. And I feel like that's when you approach something that way, it's a great opportunity to learn something new. So that's my focus for this reading, is just what can we learn, what do we need to know, and going and having no expectations or assumptions. Additionally, I am asking that you be present for this reading and not just mindlessly watching videos. I feel that when we do divination, it's really a sacred process, and so not just mindlessly watching something so powerful and actually having intention behind it is really keeping the art sacred, okay? So I ask that you be present with me if you decide to watch this video, and whatever that means to you, okay? For me, it means my attention is here, I'm seated upright, my feet are on the floor, my spine is straight, and my mind is open. So let's cleanse this space. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're interested, I posted some recordings of some ceremonies that occurred over the weekend between me and another light worker here on the Big Island of Hawaii. Where some intentions were set, some channeling was done, and some really neat energies and information came through. So check those out if you're interested. All right, just cleansing the space, inviting spirit in. Being present in this moment with as little distractions as possible. And let's just take 3 breaths to be present in our bodies. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Big breath. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Pay attention to what sensations come up or what thoughts come up while you're watching the reading. It's really an experience because as I'm doing the reading, I'm channeling energies through, and it's also interacting with your energy as well while you're viewing, because it transcends time and space. So pay attention to what is occurring, like if you feel a brush on your cheek, or if you feel, a pain in your ankle or a tingling in your gut, anything like that. Pay attention to what is specifically being talked about in the reading and what you're experiencing, and there's definitely a correlation with that, okay? All right, so let's get started going into it as if we know nothing and just being open to the messages that come out. All right. All that glitters is not gold. Yeah, so the masks are coming off, okay? What this is telling me, and then poised, ready to receive. So what this is telling me is that a new layer has been uncovered in the collective on an individual basis, and also more of a propensity to receive has been opened as well. Receiving the abundance that you're manifesting and not pushing that away. And also the abundance, you know, what that means to you and what you are manifesting. Is it in alignment with your higher self? Okay, that's the message that I'm getting right away. Yeah, not for you. So you may have also just trial and error manifested something that you're like, oh, this isn't actually what I wanted, and I'm going to manifest this instead. A little bit of a lack mentality is coming in here. Some five of Pentacles energy. Let's see what that's about. But that's just mild in comparison to the other things that I said. For the collective spirit, for the 2-2-2-3 portal. Tick-tock. Divine timing. This is also backing up what I was saying about space-time not existing, right? And everything happening in the now. If you guys, because there's this truth be told here at the bottom, one of the things that's coming through is if you're feeling anxious about timing, okay? Like if people are talking about, oh, this is going to happen, and it's causing you to feel anxiety about time, right? About what's going to happen with the ascension process or anything like that. If it causes anxiety within you, really use your discernment and look at that. And there's obviously an undertone in that message that is causing you to feel that way. And is that aligning with you? Okay. So if people are talking about, you know, post-apocalyptic stuff like doomsday, anything like that, all these, you know, horrible negative things that are going to occur, and it's giving you this sense of, oh my gosh, like this anxiety and dread, be mindful of that vibration that's coming true and really that's coming through, and see if that is really in alignment with your higher self, with your true self. Okay. Truth be told, I'm getting that you can see through illusion better now. Because here now we have the owl standing on top of the mask. So things that maybe you weren't able to see before are now becoming very apparent to you. And if you feel this sense of being rushed or anxiety about timing of events, Spirit's saying no. That's a clear message that's coming through. That facade needs to crumble. Any messages that are based in that are not authentic, okay? Are not genuine. It's like stems from fear or that lack mindset. That's how that's tying in. It's stemming from that like fear or lack mindset, okay? So that's right off the bat a big message from Spirit. Additionally, you may have had some experiences in the recent past where there was some weird things with time. So you may either be like time traveling more, experiencing more of your multidimensional self in this way. realizing you're a time traveler, like weaving through space and time. Or maybe showing things from different timelines, maybe shown things by spirit from different timelines. That's also a message coming through. Another way that I'm seeing this is you may have recently begun to have more control over your own time. So if you're like naturally like a people pleaser, or you know, you always help others before helping yourself, those are just some examples. I feel that you're kind of taking your power back regarding your time, or carving time out for yourself. Like you see how important that is recently. That's also another message that I'm getting with this, with the hands cradling the clock. Like, no, I need this time for me. And you're realizing that in a big way. Okay. You're seeing that, how clearly that affects you. So lots of messages just from that first card. Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, first chakra, Archangel Michael, the root chakra. And Goddess of the Moon, Pisces energy. Okay, so there was some root chakra issues in healing for the collective recently. Archangel Michael was assisting with this. And that's also backing up that message of fear, anxiety about, you know, upcoming events or deadlines. And yeah, interestingly enough, this past new moon is what this is saying. Archangel Michael was helping to alleviate these frequencies in the collective. All right, Spirit. Next card for the collective. Just to confirm that he's here. Yeah, Archangel Michael, working with the root chakra. And on the bottom still, Goddess of the Moon. So they're literally just confirming what I just said. They want us to pay special attention to what I just said, because it's important regarding the message that's been building up so far. So even if you're not consciously aware, because that's also what this is saying, is that it may be hidden that you went through a root chakra like healing from the energies that the collective just went through. Because whether, you know, we do anything or not, these frequencies we're still receiving through the ascension process, and these happenings are changing our cells, literally. And upgrading. So you may not even know that you went through a root chakra cleansing and upgrade recently. That's like, it may have been hidden from you, okay, but you did. So if you feel inclined to, yeah, you did. If you feel inclined to do some root chakra work, please pursue that. All right, next card. Spirit animal. Beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. Yeah, this is why we went through that root chakra cleanse recently. All right, Spirit, for the collective. White Raven Spirit. So this is really amazing because that's one of the channelings that I just did. So this is confirmation that White Raven Spirit is also present through the energies that I'm channeling through this YouTube channel. Okay. Trust in the magic. So that's literally one of the videos that was just posted yesterday. All right. So we have Archangel Michael here, White Raven Spirit, helping us to lay a solid foundation, because Beaver Spirit came up again on the bottom, helping us to cleanse the anxiety and the fear or lack mindset or mentality, helping us to see things more clearly, helping us to uncover deeper layers within ourselves, helping us to be able to discern messages that are not in true alignment, okay? And to dispel these like fearful and anxious sensations that may be occurring in your life. Let's get a secret geometry. And I find this really interesting. In this spread, White Raven Spirit is looking directly at Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is looking directly at the clock. So there's a huge focus on this shift regarding time. And it's in the recent past. So that tells me that this is a repeated pattern from traumatic things that happened in the past that shook your foundation, that these patterns are what are being cleared in the DNA also, is what they're saying. And it's a very protective energy. So if you are timeline jumping or time traveling with your multidimensional self, or being shown past live clips, these are being healed. And Archangel Michael and White Raven Spirit are assisting with this. If you didn't watch the video of the White Raven Spirit channeling, he was a Native American shaman for many, many lifetimes, and he's no longer in physicality. So those are two interesting energies coming up for this reading. I felt them each individually, but I've never felt them together. And this is a really interesting pair. Because White Raven is like a spirit, is like a very, very Native American shamanistic, earthy type spirit. And then Archangel Michael is just, his energy is incredible. It's very protective, very gentle, very pure, angelic, but strong. So these two energies combined are an experience that I haven't felt before. So I'm just kind of sitting with that for a second. All right, let's keep going. There's another message about that clock. Let's see if it unfolds as we go further. Let's get a secret geometry here. So I stopped on, it didn't flip, but I stopped on Tantric Journey. And that's interesting to me because I've been thinking a lot about Tantra lately. And what it means to me, because there's, if you try to look it up, there's like 100 different definitions of what Tantra is. Dynamic, yeah. So it's a very dynamic definition of what Tantra is. And to me, it means living with all your senses open as much as possible and not closing off. But I'd be curious to hear your definition of Tantra, if you feel like leaving it in the comment section below. So dynamic, this is, okay. Do you see this symbol here. Triangle with like a portal on the inside. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. And that's pretty much what we were asking for this reading, coming into this with a completely new mindset, or a completely open mindset. Ease, grace, and great joy. Yeah, so there's this, that's coming after the TikTok cards. So if you, again, there's this sense of time and the construct of time in your mind that is kind of looming over this reading. And it's really a foundation for why, an unstable foundation for why these fear and anxiety energies keep coming through. And it's a pattern from the past. This life, a different life. And it's being cleansed in the collective in order to be able to use your magic to manifest something that is more stable and open a portal for ease, grace, and great joy in the now. This is how White Raven Spirit and Archangel Michael are helping us at this time. It's a very dynamic process from multiple angles. It's not just linear. It's not a linear process. That's also what this is saying. It's a very dynamic process from multiple angles, helping us to have a sturdier foundation. And also the energy that I'm getting from this is that we can, okay, so one of the things that Spirit showed me last week was how we use energy now. That if you looked at energy the way, like in very dense 3D perspective, as electric poles with wires, those are completely irrelevant at this point, right? It's all about solar energy now, or other forms of harvesting energy as well. But those power lines and only being able to access power from or energy from specific points, that's outdated. That's already gone. 3D reality is not caught up to that yet. And so we will be able to access energy from any point where we are. We are the solar panel. We are the wind turbine. We are the whatever turbine under the sea, however you want to look at it. Okay, so that's how it's different. We can open up portals wherever we want, because we are like the electric pole now. The cables are useless. Okay? That's also a message that's being reflected here. So being able to harness your own energy in a more dynamic way is what this clearing has kind of supported. Allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. All right, so here's the geometrical shape for allowance. Yeah, so this has to do with being able to receive more abundance too, because when we clear out those lower vibrational energies, we can receive more. But this also goes in line with what I was saying about the reading, right? Coming into whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. Allowing this dynamic process to happen, okay? Because it is laying a solid foundation even if you can't see it yet. So don't fear this process, is what this message is saying. Let's get a Starseed. All right, for the collective. Star family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. Yeah, so this is in the upcoming energy. So connecting with others. I don't necessarily like the term connecting with other like-minded people, because I feel that we can get along with people even if we have differing opinions. But maybe people, you can phrase it like people with similar vibrations or frequencies, okay? Where you share paths. All right, so that's coming up in the future. And also what this is saying is you can call on White Raven Spirit and Archangel Michael, some energies that we've channeled, to call in support. They're on your team. Okay, that's also what this is saying. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah, this beautiful opening. Look at that diamond underneath from being broken open. So there's been hardship for sure in the collective, regarding fear, not feeling safe, maybe having people deceive you, having a lack mentality. There's definitely a lot of that reflected here. And that's difficult. That's really difficult. So call in support, right? Call on your soul family, call on these beautiful entities that have come through to help us with this process, even if we may not be aware of it all the time. And that's why I think it's kind of interesting that tantric journey came up, particularly regarding, I see it as living with all your senses open. So if you're able to do that routinely, you can sense these energies. You can sense these entities when they're next to you, when they're communicating with you. Open yourself up to that. And what are you experiencing as you're starting to communicate with these entities? Okay. Additionally, from a more 3D perspective, call in support. How are your relationships with your family and your friends, right? Are you seeking out new healthy, positive connections in your life? Where's your soul family? Okay, so I see a lot of that coming up in the upcoming energy. And so it's good that these lower vibrational energies are being cleared from the collective regarding linearity, regarding time, anxiety, fear, etc., all the ones that I've mentioned so far. One of the things that I'm seeing brought through here by these two entities is a gift. That's what it is. It's a gift of healing things from the past. And again, this lifetime or others, okay, because they're both looking directly at this clock, right? And you have control over the healing from your past. That's the key. It's occurring whether or not you're realizing it, but if you're conscious of it and using these energies, it's much more significant, okay? It's a gift. So what I'm also seeing here is that your ability to heal yourself and therefore the collective and others has been upgraded as well, if you resonate as a healer. And you may have uncovered a new healing gift recently, a very dynamic one that is going to connect you with people from your soul family, your star family, okay? You may be joining a team or a group of people to use this this new dynamic healing gift that's going to bring much abundance into your life, including, not even speaking about financially, but that is represented here, expansion. It's also talking about dance. I don't know if you guys have ever practiced ecstatic dance before, but I'm really connecting that word to this card here, cracked open. So ecstatic dance is a wonderful way to really get in touch with what's going on internally, because you're literally just flowing in the moment, and dancing like no one's watching is essentially what it is. And you may be surprised at what it brings out. All right, so if you haven't practiced ecstatic dance before, that's coming up in this reading too. And if you have, this is confirmation that it's being witnessed and noticed by spirit. All right, let's clarify. Three of Swords and Death. Jeez. Wow, when I cut the tarot. Okay. So you may have actually had someone pass away in their recent past that has caused a lot of heartache. Alternatively, that may also be what this is saying, in the recent past, that someone's time in this lifetime was up, and Archangel Michael and White Raven Spirit are helping you through this process. That's another message that's coming through with this clarification. That's obviously not going to be for everyone. Alternatively, yeah, because here we have this clock being eliminated, okay? Alternatively, you may have just not been emotionally ready for something to end, right? And it did, and it's been causing you some pain and heartache. And you may have experienced a past life memory where you experienced your death, all right? And even though it was painful because you feel those emotions, this was actually helping you to integrate yourself more wholly. On your path. But yeah, something definitely ended that you were not ready for, that you didn't want to end. It really shook your foundation. It's Scorpio energy, Mars and Saturn energy. My sense is that you didn't see it coming. It was very unexpected. It may have been an actual death of someone close to you, so like a family member or someone in your star family. But it shook your foundation. What you can't see yet is the magic surrounding this situation. Because all life is eternal, correct? Energy never dies, it just transforms. So White Raven Spirit at the heart of the reading is asking you to trust in your magic. There are some dynamic surprises that are coming your way that are going to invite more energies into your life. If it wasn't an actual death, it was something, an ending of a pain, like a connection that was very meaningful to you. It may have even been the death of an animal. I want to use the Angel Numbers book to look up number 13 and see if we can get something to go with this. 13, hope. Nurture yourself. Your angels are aware you are going through a difficult time. They want you to put your energy into taking care of yourself. Plant a seed somewhere you can watch it grow. As you nurture this new life, you are nurturing your own as it gets acquainted with what surrounds you now. So that's interesting. It's literally titled Hope, okay? And nurture yourself. That is what we were talking about in the beginning, about seeing this also as like taking back your time for your self-care, okay? During this difficult process that has really broken you open, essentially. All right, Spirit, let's clarify this TikTok. What's going on with this TikTok? Five of Swords and the Tower. Yeah, so there were some, it was definitely unexpected. Whatever that loss pertains to. It's really worn you down mentally. It may have had to do with a mother figure, because there's Venus energy reflected here. There's a lot of cords around this lady. You see how she's all tangled up. There was a lot of attachment in that situation, whatever it was. It wasn't, whatever the situation was that happened unexpectedly, you felt like you couldn't breathe. It was almost like you couldn't accept that it was happening. And it was causing a lot of anxiety, and you didn't see it coming, because you see how her eyes are closed? They're confirming. You didn't see it coming. There was a lot of attachment there. But it was time for that situation to end, is what this is saying. Archangel Michael. Yeah, so Empress and High Priestess. In the last reading, these two cards came up together in the exact same spot in the reading. From the Pisces Super New Moon reading. This is clarifying Archangel Michael. All right, this is also confirming that you didn't see it coming. Or you didn't know it was going to happen, and it may have involved a mother figure. this event that happened in the recent past caused you to close off a little bit. You're starting to open up again now. And you're starting to get back in touch with your intuition now. You almost didn't trust yourself for a little bit. And this Archangel Michael is specifically working with you on this. Archangel Michael is also, and White Raven Spirit, are also helping to heal something from the past where there was some deception involved with another. Where there were some secrets that caused some mistrust issues. Also, what this is saying is, do you see how there's this dancer here? So this has come up a couple times in this reading. In order to get more in tune with the root chakra, Archangel Michael, and your intuition, right? Use dance. That's also what this is saying. Just a side note. This is actually going to help heal a lot of this Five of Swords energy in the recent past. It's also reflected here with this Queen of Swords card. Again, all the senses open, being in the body. That's really an important message for this reading for this portal today. White Raven Spirit. Seven of Swords. Running away, hidden dishonor, lies. Yeah, so these are things that are being cleansed from the collective, okay? Part of you may just want to escape, and that's why utilizing these tools to be really present in your body is going to help you to get in touch with your intuition and magic again, and not just use things for some type of escapism. That's a very real message that's coming through for the heart of the reading, okay? Because at the bottom we have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck, right? So you can't see it when you're surrounded by this Seven of Swords energy. And this could be from someone else or from you. It's that moon energy, not being able to see. And even when you can't see, trusting in the magic, that's also what this is saying. Calling on the beings that I've mentioned, on the entities. What I also get from this is that you're being protected, because directly diagonal to that is this card here. And I see that you as the center, okay? And if there's entities or people that want to get to you that are based in this Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy, you're being protected and still flourishing in the middle. Okay, that's another message that's coming through. In other words, Spirit's not letting that path cross with yours at this time. That's another possibility. Definite trust issues in the collective are being cleansed right now with the root chakra. I mean, this is just screaming trust issues. So I'm not sure what happened with that ending. But it wasn't pretty. However, Spirit's asking you to trust in the situation, that these things are happening for a reason, and just keep focusing on your path. Being grounded, centered, and stable, and not swinging with the pendulum. All right, really remaining centered within yourself. Yeah, as I was talking about that and cut the deck, Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, foundations, trust, when I cut the deck as I was talking about that. So that's the key through all of this. All right. That's literally the key through all of this. What's this dynamic? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a slow and steady process. However, be unwavering with what we were just speaking about. Okay, and that's really going to create this stability in your life where those energies can't affect you. All right, you'll be like this solid thing in the center. Just keep working at it. Okay, Knight of Pentacles energy, slowly but surely. Things will balance out. And Queen of Wands at the end. Yeah, you'll be able to see why in the upcoming energy of your life. You'll be able to see why these things happened, even if you can't right now. You're slowly going to start to process it and find more ease, grace, and joy. All right. Queen of Wands energy at the bottom. What's this star family? Nine of Cups. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Wish is fulfilled. Life is good. In the upcoming energy, clarifying star family. Okay, look at that. Those butterflies. This star explosion. Jupiter energy, expansion, good luck, okay, abundance. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, so just keep on with your spiritual path, being committed to that, letting go of outdated belief systems, looking at our own patterns, and how we can shift those in order to be manifesting what we actually want instead of what we think we want. Okay, and it is a learning process, but it looks like also these really difficult, tumultuous energies in the past were for this beautiful energy, to make room for this beautiful energy coming up in your life. Okay, if someone is holding back in a connection that you're in the upcoming energy of your life, take note of that, okay? Because sometimes the Nine of Cups can be a little bit of selfish energy. The main meaning is like a wish fulfillment, right? Something you've been wishing for. And I do see that here. However, with the Nine of Cups, one of the shadow aspects can also be someone not being forthcoming with all their cups, okay? Which represent emotion in tarot. So do be mindful of that. However, the message here is to still stay open and just take notice of it and not get sucked into those Seven of Swords, Five of Swords energy. All right, if you're dealing with a stubborn person who's stuck in old patterns in the old paradigm and is unwilling to look beyond their belief system for a mutual cause. Okay, so that's also something that's coming up in the upcoming energy for the collective. But Spirit's saying just look at it, see it, remain centered within yourself, have integrity with your actions, and things will naturally vibrate in and out of your life based on the frequency that you're emitting. So It does look like you're getting a wish fulfillment in the upcoming energy of your life. And unfortunately, things that were in lower vibration had to fall away first, which is actually a positive in the long run. It's just not being seen at this time. All right, let's get a Moon Magic Oracle. I gather more wisdom each day. Yeah, so it's learning those lessons, all right? Those experiences and those beautiful lessons that come along with it. The more lessons, the more blessings, right? All right, Spirit, what do we have? Mantra for the collective, please, for this portal. I will persist. My will is strong. That's right. That's right. Okay. I will persist. My will is strong. Like, here's the back side of it. Yes. So channel that energy for this portal. I shine my light outwards for all to see. Yeah. Don't dim your light for anyone. Don't dim your light for anyone. Nope. That is a non-compromise, okay? And yeah, that's a non-negotiable. Okay, that's a deal breaker. I shine my light outwards for all to see. Okay, that is the reading for the 22223 portal, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll talk to you next time. Namaste.